This practice is going to be a spacious mindful movement practice. And by that I mean we're going to start to explore the space around us. So you can do this in sitting if you wish. You can actually do it in lying. Of course, you're not going to be able to explore the space so well behind you, but you may well wish to roll over if you're lying and do that. But I'm going to do this standing up. So it's up to you how you do this. I do have a mat, but a mat isn't necessary at all. It just so happens that I have a mat in this space that I'm in. So whether you're sitting, lying or standing, coming to a place that feels comfortable for you, a place that perhaps you feel all right to close your eyes or maybe lower the gaze a little, giving you the opportunity to just be with what's here right now in this moment and allowing a transition from perhaps the external stimuli to what's happening internally for you, having that internal focus with a kindly, curious attention. Knowing the word curious or curiosity comes from the root, which is cura, meaning care. So as we bring curiosity, we're really bringing care to ourselves. And then if your eyes are closed, opening them, allowing the light to come back in and noticing how that is. And being aware of your position, so making sure that you feel supported. So I just separated my feet a little bit to feel more supported in standing. And having a real sense of the ground beneath you. So feeling into the surface of the ground, of the earth, and being aware of how that feels for you to be supported by our earth. What does that feel like in your heart, in your mind, and in your body, to know that the earth, even if you're standing, lying upstairs, you know, the floors go into the walls of the building and the walls of the building go deep down into the foundations, and the foundations go deep into the earth to really support us. So in a really real sense, we are supported. So let's start to explore the environment around us. So it may well be that you would like to start to move your arms and just start to feel into the space. So let's have a go at doing that, bringing your hands into the center to start with, and then let's explore, expand, and find out what it's like as you lift one arm up and the other arm down. Noticing how that feels in the body, what happens to your body. I just notice that as I do that, in between, my knees just soften a little bit. I'm not trying to make that happen, it just automatically did. It's obvious I was holding on to something there, and as soon as I go into this exploration, this curious mode, there's a shift. It's extraordinary, isn't it, how it happens? So noticing what this is like, and then, really taking some time to feel into that space, noticing what it's like in your body, and if it's a sensation of enjoyment, savor it. You may well not want to go diagonally, but let's come out to the sides. Noticing what happens to your breath as you do that. And then I'm curious as to what's happening behind me, what it feels like. So I'm just going to explore that a bit more. So there's no rules here. Just feeling into all of that space, and I feel like I'd like to go into a bit more of a flow and go to the edge of my experience. So see what it's like to do that. Taking care of yourself all the time. Noticing the breath. Good. And then coming back to the center. Just placing the hands together. Noticing what's here for you right now. And I'm going to separate my feet a little bit. And you may wish to do that if you're sitting too, just to give you a bit more of a stance of security. And I'm going to take my hands into palms facing towards each other, but I'm going to imagine a figure of 8 lying on its side, crossing over in the center of my body. And I'm going to trace that figure of 8 with my hands. And I want to create a fatter figure of 8. So I'm going to go up and round. So still crossing over in the middle. I feel my body wants to be quite expressive and expansive, but this might not be your experience today. You may wish to keep it small and just delicate and soft. So listening to yourself and what you need. So I'm really bending my knees and taking it round, feeling the stretch in the arms and the hips. All over the body really. And then coming back to the center a little bit. And then that figure of 8 is going to be as it should be. So I'm going to just go around an upright figure of 8 now. Still crossing over in the middle. And again, taking it round. So do take care of your knees, but notice what it feels like to maybe stretch as you go round and then letting the shoulders soften. My head is quite floppy, so the neck is just going wherever it naturally wants to go. There's no force, there's no right way or wrong way to do this. It's just feeling the body and movement. And I actually just feel like exploring what it's like going the other way round. So it's still figure of 8, but taking the circles the other way. I'm going to go out to the side and up. I can actually feel my breath changing, can you? It's starting to become a bit aerobic. So noticing that if that's your experience. And then coming back to the centre. I'm going to, let's shuffle my feet in a little bit because that will help me to feel a little bit more secure. Just pausing. Feeling maybe the breath and the heart rate. The shoulders, maybe some warmth. And then stepping the feet aside a little bit further. If you're sitting, you'll want to adapt this a little bit, but I know that you'll find a way. So we're just going to shake I'll let the arms just come from side to side a little bit. And I'm tapping my foot as I move, softening through the knees. Feels right to just let the body feel nice and free and easy. And maybe you want to turn your head with that movement. It just came to me that that's what feels nice today. See, I'm just tuning into my own body and what it wants to do, and then I'm using what my body wants to do as instructions for you. So you need to do that for yourself. Just Allow your body to feel it and allow the movement to happen. Good. And then I'm just allowing the arms to come back to centre, and then taking them round, allowing the arms to flop against the sides of the body. And again, I'm feeling the fingertips as they swish through the air, that sensation of creating a little bit of a movement of air with my arms. And the change in temperature for me that creates. What's it like for you? And then letting the arms come back. And then I'm just going to explore with my legs a little bit. So just kicking out. My mat's gone crumply, so just allowing the knees to come up maybe and out to the side, or straight leg. Just exploring the space around with your legs. You may want to take your legs back. Just be careful you're not going to knock anything over. If you're sitting, you can do this sitting. Just let the knees come up and out, or back in again. What's that like? And then have a shake. Let's have a shake of everything. Shake the arms, shake the legs, and let's just finish off by imagining us as a dog that's just come out of having a lovely swim in a river or the sea, and they've got to get rid of all of their water, and so let's just have a shake. Shake it all off like a dog. Don't forget to shake your tail. Let the head go, shoulders. Ooh. Last one. Good. And then coming back to standing or sitting. And place your hands in the centre of the body. Closing the eyes if that feels okay for you, otherwise softly open. And notice how you're feeling in your body, heart and mind in response to this spacious mindful movement practice. Taking a little time to reflect on your experiences. What emotions are here for you right now? What happened to your thinking during the practice? Thank you.